One area of UDL that a lot of teachers utilize, probably without even knowing it, is highlighting critical features. You can see I'm at the cast.org website, and I'm on Teaching Every Student in the Digital Age. Highlighting critical features, the whole point, of course, is to direct students' attention to what is important and what it is that you are learning. Teachers have always used pitch, volume, pauses, intonation, pointing, gesturing, facial expressions, just like they say here, to add emphasis and highlight the critical features to make their point, what they're trying to say. In text, having italics, bold-faced font size, color highlighting, it's really all nothing new. What they add here is digital media tools, and what they talk about here are adding things like animation, color highlighting, graphic elements that add emphasis, just like I've done here using Diigo. Using Diigo, I can curate web pages for my students and highlight things that I think are important, and I can also add notes. These are sticky notes here, where I said this section was nothing new. Teachers have been doing this for a while. And then here, it's helpful to consider how digital media can be used to highlight critical features. Now, my goal in this video is not to give you a walkthrough of how to use Diigo or anything else that I talk about, but it's to show you some ways to highlight critical features, and if you're interested in any of them, hopefully you can go explore them. And I'll add that I'm using Screencast-O-Matic to make this video, and as you can see when I move the mouse around, it's just another way to highlight a critical feature because I can draw your attention to certain points that I want to talk about. Now, at the National Center on Universal Design for Learning, their section on highlighting critical features, they give some examples and resources. And one place that really caught my eye here was these interactives, and that's at the Annenberg Learner at learner.org. And these, they have lots of interactives, as you can see here, in lots of grade levels and a variety of subjects. What I really like about this is that this one tells you a story, and it goes through.
Long ago, in a
faraway land, it goes through the story, and then afterwards you can focus in.
One element common to every story is the setting. The setting is where and when the story takes place. Let's explore the set.
So, as you can see, it is taking one feature at a time. And so as a teacher, of course, you could do all of them, or you could focus on one, whatever it is that you wanted. I would really encourage you to check this webpage out and see if there's anything here that's useful to you. I was also, for UDL, I was drawn to ways to optimize the challenge and provide just the right level for each student. And when I was looking at those resources, I saw that they often also highlighted critical features. For example, CAST's UDL editions. These are several books on the subjects that you see here, and when you select a book to read about, it gives you choices for maximum support, moderate support, and minimal support. But no matter which you choose, we'll start reading. It also highlights critical features here. And this has also highlighting tools. It can read the text to you, and it can read portions of it to you. So that's a really nice way to support students and checking out critical features. There are stop and think sections here too, which will focus the student on predicting. summarizing, and other skills that you might think are important. Another site which offers optimized challenge but also highlights critical features is Windows to the Universe. This is another place that I would really recommend that you check out. As you can see, they have lots of different topics. It's not just the sciences either. It's got some language arts and social studies stuff as well. And this, as you can see up here, I'm on the Advanced tab. If you switch this, intermediate, beginner, of course, we'll look at beginner, you can see the difference. Features, the critical features are still there, but as we move up, we can support our students at different levels. And clicking these will also bring us to information about what they are, of course. If we go back, one other way to make it easier for students to access information is a site called Readability. And Evernote has features like this too. But this is free, so is Evernote. But what I like about this is how if I go back to this web page, I have a Chrome add-on. You can see it right here, where it's an extension. And if I click Readability, I see it's cut off a little bit, but this says Read Now. If I select that, then you can see I have the same information here, but it's just a little easier to access. And if I go back to the regular page, of course there's nothing to stop me from using Digo to highlight what it is that I want students to know. Okay, that's about all the time I have, but I really encourage you to go and look around at some of these areas. There's lots of different interactives here. And if you haven't already checked out Digo, I'd recommend doing that. You can set up a free account for teachers, and your students can use it too. And it just makes it easier to direct them to resources on the internet, and as you saw, highlighting important areas. Okay, thank you for listening.